A serious heart condition is a blessing, but that was the case for a Naples man.
The surgery he underwent at an NCH saved his life in more ways than one. Wake News health and medical reporter Amy Osher explains in this exclusive report.
The path to this point was long and complicated for Robert Perez and wife Nancy Reyes. Born in Cuba, he came to the U.S. in 1989. In 2015, he moved back to his homeland.
I decided to go to Cuba and buy a house and a car, and that was illegal, being Cuban American. So they got me there and they put me in jail and they charged me 15 years.
The official charge, money laundering and tax evasion. He was sentenced to 15 years in a Cuban prison. About 7 years in, Perez started getting chest pains.
They had no medicine, they got nothing. So the chest pain kept on going and going and going.
He needed major surgery to fix blockages in his heart, something the prison system couldn't provide. His life in the balance, Perez found himself in no man's land, stuck between Cuban and U.S. policies. He hoped the U.S. would get him out of prison so he could come back to the States for an operation.
They agreed with the certificate saying that I do need open heart surgery, but they wanted the medical institution in Cuba to write a letter saying that this kind of procedure could be done in Cuba.
A spokesperson from the U.S. State Department sent me this email saying due to privacy concerns, they don't discuss individual cases of U.S. citizens. But paperwork shows that after 9 years in prison, Cuba's Supreme Court granted Perez a conditional release, allowing him to take a freedom flight to America for open heart surgery. 5 days after landing on U.S. soil, he went to the NCH emergency room in Naples.
At any time, he could have had a pretty massive heart attack.
Cardiothoracic surgeon Robert Pescato performed the procedure.
Was this a complicated case for you in itself?
It was not complicated in that it was a fairly standard 3-vessel bypass.
A triple bypass operation, not uncommon in this country, but still complex.
We get a vein from the leg, artery from the forearm, and use an artery from the chest wall to do the bypasses. And so the bypasses go around the blockages onto the heart and provide strong blood flow.
Perez sailed through surgery, his newly repaired heart full of gratitude.
He saved my life. He really saved my life.
Absolute first. This is a very unique situation. And again, it's just really an honor to be able to take care of someone like him.
Feeling stronger than he has in years, Perez is happy to call the U.S. his forever home. Amy Osher, Wink News.
Wow, so happy for him. As part of his legal request to the Supreme Court in Cuba, attorneys for Perez quoted statements the Cuban government made to the United Nations claiming that U.S. sanctions negatively impacted their ability to get medical supplies, and that impacted care. That public claim made the difference in getting him out.
Wow, what an amazing story.